All right, I brought myself to the table, and we're going to talk a little bit about me, and then a little bit about how society has told a story to us and got us all to accept that having anxiety and depression, feeling like you're broke all the time, accepting these scenarios is a good scenario for you. For you to allow it to become your paradigm or story, and then allow that to become your belief. So I'll start with me. I've been doing a lot of, as they would call it, soul searching. But my soul, I've already connected with my soul. So what I'm doing is going deeper into myself and finding out where these pockets of anxiety come from. Because here I thought, when I first started doing my meditation, when I first started learning about the law of attraction, for years and years and years, many years, that I had my anxiety under control. Because all I had to do was change the story I was telling myself so that I could allow the opposite of whatever anxiety is to come in and take its place. Because anxiety, depression, lack, envy, malice, all these they're not laws. They're not natural laws of the universe. They are side effects of the lack of love in pockets of your life, right? Because everything was created by love. It's the first law. Law of love, law of oneness, they're interchangeable. And where there is not love, then you've got fear there, right? It's like not wanting to step out my comfort zone. That's fearful for me. But I did it anyway. So I started replacing that pocket of fear with love. So now I wanted to dive a little deeper because I get these little anxiety, they're not attacks, but they're just kind of like that really shortness of breath when I'm about to take a leap, right? Or every once in a while, I'll have when I move my head, if I'm thinking too hard, I get dizzy, right? So what I'm learning now is there's a transformational period, depending on where you are. And the transformational period is knowing when something is, or your story is being told by someone else. And actually checking in and going, oh, I remember that. I remember when that person said that. And then I latched onto it, and then somebody else said the same thing, and then somebody else said the same thing, and somebody else said the same thing. And then I started believing it. It could be just that, money don't grow on trees. Oh, you'll never get there. Oh, it's easier if you just stay working for someone else, because then you'll always have health care and you'll always have this. And, it'll be too hard if you embark out and be your own businesswoman or whatnot, right? At least for me, I was hearing this dialogue. So now that I'm starting two businesses simultaneously, now I start to have a freak out moment. When I'm reading something, or I'm trying to figure something out, or I'm trying to put things in place, or fill out an application, all of a sudden this overwhelming urge for me is to stop. Is to go, wait a minute, is this right? And then move away from it and go, oh, I got a headache, right? Okay. So what I'm seeing is I'm starting to visualize other people's story for me. And now I have to jump in and move that fear out and replace it with love. Well, how do I replace it with love? Well, love is, I love myself. I love you, Sandy. I am confident, Sandy, that you can do this. I am confident, Sandy, that your companies will excel because you're good at what you do. Or because you want to really help someone, Sandy. And that's your calling. Replacing the feeling of fear, which comes through as anxiety, or sometimes just so much deep thought that my head hurts, or I start thinking about something that's not going to work even before I've done it. So I get to replace those things with love, love for self. First love, me. So if you are feeling like you've got anxiety, or you're running on empty, or you're depressed, or you feel a lot of lack in your life, whether it's money, or whether it's potential friends have fallen off, or you don't have anyone to talk with, or you lost your job, or any of these things. See, we experience these things because they are duality. And in order to experience the good, you have to experience something that's opposite of that. I get that, but you don't have to live in it, right? So first you do, and it's scary, have to go back into your past, not live there, but go back into your past and figure out where some of these stories came from, right? I'm going to tell you, hardest shit I have ever done, and I'm still doing it. We have to work on us, right? See, we've been told since man walked upright on this earth, as they say, that we're just body and mind. And for a long time, I've been trying to keep my mind in check, and I wasn't tapping into my soul, who brought it to the forefront. And when I want to make a change, my soul kind of jumps in there and gives my brain a what for, or we can do this, just back off a little bit, Sandy can do it, right? So that's why it's Soul Awakening with Sandra, because a lot of people are tapping into their soul now. A lot of people are saying, what is my calling? And your soul is going, yes, he and she and they are asking what the whole purpose of life is about. It's because your soul came into your body with a purpose, to feel something that they created. Love, joy, peace, to walk this earth and pick flowers if you want, play music, dance, be an accountant, right? So my soul is helping my mind get in contact with the real me, who can do the things that I need to do for me and not get sidetracked with anxiety or sidetracked with depression. Now, these are real things. These are real applications in the world. If you want to put it, if you want to say app, there's an app called depression, or there's an app called fear, but it's not law. You weren't born with it. I wasn't born with it. We were just told a story. More stories that are given through fear keeps people in a box, controllable. People can control you with fear. Fear that you're not pretty enough, fear that you're not handsome enough, fear that you're not tall enough, or dark enough, or light enough, or smart enough, or enthusiastic enough, or you're too enthusiastic about yourself. It's fear. You don't have enough money. You'll never have enough money. You'll always have bills. You'll never be able to go on vacation. You'll always be working hard for the man. And what? You think you can own your own business? Well, you can't own your own business unless you work with us and pay us a ton of money to help you. If you don't give us a ton of money, then you'll never succeed. All these things, right? And the stories start somewhere, and then they just grow and grow. We believe them, and they become our paradigm, our story, our belief, and we run with it, or not. We stay inside the box. There's no running. You'll hit the wall, right? Or you have anxiety, go take some medicine. Go see a psychiatrist or a psychologist and let them write you a prescription, right? But they won't tell you about natural medicines. They won't tell you about herbalistic medicines. They won't tell you about any of those. They'll put the new medicines on TV so that they're selling it directly to you. And this is how you take care of your anxiety. This is how you take care of your depression. This is how you take care of your lack. Go borrow some money. Go get a credit card and max it out. Right? But the law of the universe says that you attract what you put out there. So now that you have this negative story, you keep attracting that negative stuff because you keep putting it out there. That was what was happening to me. And that's why I would have these little packets of anxiety that I thought I got rid of, right? I only got rid of that anxiety in one area of my life, but here's another one where it's started to try to creep up. But I'm in touch with my soul, or my soul is now in touch with me, because I said yes to the freedom of having my soul just in every area of my life, impacting me and helping me put my mind in check. Not getting rid of mind, not saying it doesn't exist and it can't give me these great thoughts or tell me what my feelings are, but it just doesn't run amok. From time to time it might, but my soul is chiming in now, and I'm so very happy. Some people think that tapping into your soul means that you're doing a disservice to religion, that you're putting God in the background. Couldn't be furthest from the truth. God is having a relationship with you. And God is not anxiety. God is not depression. God is not lack. The consciousness of God is love, joy, peace, abundance, prosperity, confidence, innovation, intelligence, excitement. God is sexy. Mother, Father, God is so sexy, so beautiful, so handsome, so stunning, so happy, so joyous. Yes. So when you need to deal with those feelings, there's just a lot of ways to deal with them, you know. And I come at you from the truth that I found for me, that's working for me. And it makes me happy that my soul has called me forth to help you work with it too. So I'm here if you need me. I'm happy to be here if you need me. Enjoy life today. Be the best co-creator with the universal Mother, Father, God. Have a wonderful, joyous thought. And then put it out there. Make sure it's for your greatest good. Be blessed.